Hey everyone, it's Friday the 29th of August and the time is currently 1:45 in the afternoon. Right, today's video, I've got an update on the model railway. Done a little bit of modelling. I've actually started on the corner right behind you. So I've got a corner and a half done now, just another two to go, as well as everything in the middle. I've also got two new barricade lamps for the collection. These are versions of lights that I didn't have, so I'm really happy to have those. And I've got an update on the trader's bike, which I'm going to start with. And hopefully, as we've got through all of that, I'm going to hop up on the ladder and get this part on the ceiling, ready to be connected up. Right, let's start with the trader's bike. Then we'll do the barricade lamps, then we'll do the model railway, and then I'll hop up the ladder. Right. So, I bought it last Monday, as mentioned in the previous video. I showed you the picture of it. It's just too big and heavy to get up here with that basket thing on the front. It had flat tyres, had the incorrect seat on it, although I was given a more period. I don't think it's the correct seat for it, but it is more period correct for it. And it needed the brakes sorted because they didn't work. I'll show you why they didn't work, because I've got the original brake blocks up here. And that day I actually went on eBay and ordered 2 sets of replacement brake blocks. Now, because it uses rod brakes, they're absolutely obsolete, and they'd have been obsolete for decades. So I actually thought it was going to be a lot more difficult to find a replacement set, and a lot more expensive actually than they actually were. Now, I'm going to shout out the eBayer for this. I'm not affiliated with him, he's not paying me to do this. This is just, you know, I spent my own money on the brake blocks, there's a bag of them. As you can tell, there's only one set in here because the other set is actually on the bike. I've already done that. But yeah, I've used him a number of times now over the last sort of few years, and been good every time. In fact, I ordered them Monday, they arrived Wednesday, although they were only shipped Tuesday, which I think is still good. I think it just depends when you go to the post office that day. If you get there early in the morning, it would arrive at its destination a bit quicker. Because at least with our post office, the mail gets collected at different, like at least 2 different points throughout the day. So you can catch the first one, all better. But anywho, so rod brakes operate different to the usual rim brakes that are still used today. Although we have V-brakes, they're different design today, but they do the same thing. I haven't got a bike wheel up here, so you have to imagine my hand is the bike wheel. So we are staring straight at the front of the bicycle, okay? So we're looking at the edge of the wheel. So ordinary rim brakes obviously go like that, you know, whether it's V-brakes, cantilever brakes, the old BMX horseshoe brakes, whatever. That's how they operate. And obviously they're cable operated, whereas, well, I know cable rod brakes have been around, well, they were around when rod brakes existed, so I don't know why they had both. Different option, different I don't know. Anywho, rod brakes, so cool because they use rods instead of cables. No, just a series of rods, especially for the rear one. You only need one for the front one. It just goes straight down to the front stirrup. That bolts in your stirrup that way up, so not that way up, so when you pull on the stirrup it goes like that. And up onto the rims on rod brake bikes are a lot wider to accommodate, you know, a surface area for these. Yeah, they work, they do the job. I don't know how well they work in the wet because I've never used one in the wet. But the equivalent cable operated brakes, which were used for a lot longer than these, they're crap in the wet. That's why I don't like riding such bikes with such brakes in the wet. Anyway, I'm just going to show you the original brake blocks that came out of it. Let's just say someone at some point got their money's worth out of them. Quite literally, there's the first 2. There's literally nothing left on that. And the other 2, they're not faring much better. Yeah, someone got their money's worth out of them, I'll give them credit there. Now, of course, the bike is now fully rideable. I pumped the tyres up, I think it was Tuesday afternoon. By Wednesday afternoon, when I was fitting the replacement brake blocks, they were still holding air perfectly fine. I actually went for a little ride on it. Didn't have to adjust the chain, I didn't have to adjust any wheels or anything like that. The wheel bearings are great. The wheel bearings feel great, actually. It feels great to ride, I love it. But me being me, I've got to put lights on it. I've got to put lights on every bloody bike I own. It's just what I do. So, as per last video, I showed you the set of dynamo lights that I was going to put on it. And they look good. They are on it. They look good. I had to go and get the fork bracket for it, because I had one more or less period correct for the bike over at the workshop. So I grabbed that and I brought home some battery lights as well, to which I have fitted one. Can't fit the front one because I haven't got a suitable bracket for it. But I've put one of these on the rear, one of these ever-ready lights. And I used just a single D-cell battery, like that. Just take note of the amount of metal area on the top there, not just a dimple. They used to just have that dimple years ago and the rest of it was just insulated, but not anymore. Anyway, you put your D-cell in. I don't think it actually matters which way up the battery goes either. Screw your lens on, click, simple as that. This one's not as bright as the other one. It's not got a very good lens either. My one I've got on the bike, which has actually got a black body and not the ever-ready grey. You can flick the switch either way as well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the other one's got a better lens on and is, well, it just looks so much better. This one, I don't know, it might be the bulb that I used, because I did have to replace the bulb in it. Now, I know I keep disappearing off camera because I keep putting everything far away from me. What I should do is something like that, and that's better. So I've got another ever-ready one here I bought ages ago. And to turn this one on, you just turn the lens. As simple as that. All metal construction. I think it's aluminium. And I had to make a modification to the D-cell in this one. Keep in mind, like I said with the other one, you've got that wider metal surface area on the top of modern batteries. And like I said, the older ones, you only had the dimple in the middle, but it's not going to work on this one. It shorts out, so I had to tape it up. So it was literally just leaving that dimple in the middle. Because of that spring. Now that spring is there, just holding this in. That's its only purpose. But because of that, it's touching against the metal lid. So when you put them together, if you've got a modern D-cell in here like that, with the wider conductive surface area, it just shorts out and causes this to heat up. It's a lovely little pocket here though. Yeah, it's as simple as that. You just got to try and get your threads to line up without cross-threading it. It's not the brightest, but I do think it's a bit more visible than the other one I'm about to show you. So I've got 3 Starlight branded lights here. They use just a single D-cell battery as well. One of these I actually got in a job lot of 3 I bought recently as spares or repairs. These 2 I've had for several years now. There you go. Matching pair of Starlights. That one's got the red top on it. And you just, literally it's just got that to hold the lid on, and it just, it's got a little notch in there. So you put it in the notch first, put it down, then clip that over. And the switch is literally just this, you just screw it in. Yeah, this one needs the contacts cleaning a bit more. Well, there's the rear one. And here's the front one. That's just the same thing. There we go. I love these little things. And the third, just to show you that I'm not just putting one down, picking up the same one. I have got 2 of them. So this one I bought as spares or repairs with 2 others. One of them was just totally knackered, and the other one was a totally different brand actually, which I kept because I do plan to modify that one. But the other one of these, which is identical to this one, was just totally past it. Too rusty. All the insides had actually rusted out and broken, so I kept the lens and kept the reflector and everything. And this one I got working, but it was quite dim. But now, with a bit more tinkering, there we go. Nice and bright. Well, I'm happy with that. Now if I could find a way to put this on the front of it, I would. I would have put this pair on, but as you can see, it just slides onto one of the old-fashioned metal brackets, which I've currently got the dynamo light fitted to, so there's only space on the front fork for one. Unfortunately, it is what it is though. Yeah, so that's an update on the trader's bike. It is fully working. My neighbour has said I should try and find a wicker basket to go on it, like it would have. Excuse me 1 minute. This is an old dirty shirt anyway, it's got to go in the wash. I don't actually feel hot in here, but it's obviously hot enough to make my forehead weep. Anywho, let's move on to the barricade lamps. So I've got 2 new ones for the collection. They arrived yesterday morning. And I got these from a friend of mine over on Facebook. I swear that's becoming a common thing to say when I get these barricade lamps. Anyway, these are 2 that they're versions of lamps that I've already got that I didn't own. So I'm pretty pleased to have these. Now, the first one, it's a Dorman Smith Traffy light. With a few differences. This is the early version of it. And I was going to say it's the only one I've got. It's the only one I've got with an amber lens. The other one I've got's got a blue lens. But, it's got the sticker, that's a telltale sign, it's got the early sticker. This is different as well to the later version. But one of the biggest differences is with the lens. There's nothing there to mount a carry handle on. They just didn't have them on the first ones. They weren't until the later models. So I'm actually quite happy to have that one. Like I said, I've got a blue one in the lounge on the display in there. I didn't have the amber one. Now, the next one is a Tildorn Guardsman lamp, which I have got quite a few of in the collection. I've got the big lens version hanging up in the hallway here. In every colour, apart from amber. That one has eluded me for years. So, just as a demonstration, I've got a clear lensed one here with a nice big lens. I have got an amber one here with a smaller lens so you can see the size difference. Yep, I have got clear, I suppose you could call it white, red, green, blue, lemon lens and red and clear. It's got red one side and clear. But the amber one has eluded me literally, I'm not kidding when I say, for years. I've been looking for one since before the pandemic. And every time I've seen one, which hasn't been often at all, they're quite rare even on eBay. I either just haven't had the cash when I've seen them, so I had to let them go, or I got outbid. But, thanks to my friend over on Facebook, I now have one. That's a very long-winded way just to say I've got one. There we go, there's the other one. This one actually I got from my friend some time ago as well. Yeah, the body's stayed exactly the same size. Although I haven't said that. I've noticed these bigger lens versions, you see where the lenses mount on the body, they're slightly different there. So I'm pleased, I've got one at last. Now I've got a full set of these. And of course a full set of the Pilot 360s in all colours. Obviously they don't do a red, white version in the 360. That's the only one they didn't do, but I have got all the other colours there, including amber. So I'm pretty pleased about that. Finally got one. Like I said, it's literally eluded me for years. Right. Model railway now. Let me just finish this. Let's put it down there for a minute. Right. I've got a smudge in the way at the moment. I've got all sorts in the way on here actually, including some derailed tankers, because I was running a train around the track and forgot there was obstructions this side. Whoops. Anywho, I'm going to have to pick you up for this, so here we go. So I've now got the goods shed glued in place. I've got the little sort of access ramp platform, whatever you want to call it, in place as well, and the office. All glued in, all ready to go. And just in front of it I've put another yard light. And I've got 2 more over there to be installed somewhere. One of them I've actually decided where I do want. I haven't decided where I want the other one. But the problem is, that's right where the bench is underneath there. There's not a lot of airspace. So it's a bit difficult to get the wires in without them wanting to spring the lamp back up and, you know, from where it's going to be, which would make it hard to glue it down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift this up and put it into its you know, upright locked position, which I've got to do anyway when I do the light behind me, or at least when I connect it, because I've got to access that light. I can't get to it from here. So I thought I'd do that at the same time. Now I think the biggest change is on this corner. So I've actually added a telegraph pole there. Hopefully I won't snap that one off. It was either, I don't know how many I've actually tried to glue on there. And, well, when the cats were a lot younger, you know, they like to chew on everything. Not so much now that they're fully grown adults. Although they do like to nibble on my trees. I had to tell Snowy off last night. She was nibbling on the 2 trees in this corner. Or they lick them. They like to lick them, like lollipops. No idea why. The reason's best known to themselves. But anyway, we've got Smudgy down here as well. Don't know if you saw him. There he is. I wasn't paying attention to my own screen, so I don't know if he showed up on there or not. So I'm hoping I'm not going to snap any more telegraph poles off. Windmill is glued into place. The stone wall is all glued into place. So is that. I've got a little tree there that I've stuck in place. Little shed. This isn't, not yet. I've got 2 bits of wall here. I've got to go there to make like the driveway entrance. The driveway is going to be somewhere there. I haven't glued this down yet because I want to put a light under. I've got to find a suitable light source to put under there and whatnot and get that sorted. But that's where that's going to go. I haven't decided what I want to do, because obviously I'm going to want to put a pathway into the door for the windmill from the house. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. I mean, the house on the other corner here, I've like used little paving slabs. But I'm trying to do it differently on here, so each corner has differences. Like, on that corner I put fencing around here, wooden fencing. And I just went for a concrete wall all the way around this one. This is all wibbly wobbly and whatnot, but I just think it adds to it. It's an old stone wall. You know, like I've said, this is based on a heritage railway, so it's set in modern times. But, you know, it's preserving history. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. I don't know how well I'm doing it. So, that in mind, this whole wall would technically probably be at least 100 years old, so it wouldn't be nice and level, would it? And the reason I opted for a stone wall is because I was trying to go for like a countryside theme as well with this. That's my reasoning behind it. I've just got this little bit to finish. I've got the grass to put down. I've got the glues to do it. I might mix some glue up later and just find a paintbrush and try and get some down. Make a start. I don't know, I might just save that for a job over the weekend. Oh, and I've got the, it's just off camera, but if I just rotate you a little bit. Yeah, I've got the signal box. That's where I decided to put it. My reasoning, I could have googled it and whatnot, but I didn't. But my reasoning for putting it there, that's where all the sidings are and whatnot, and all the points are for the yard. I haven't got anything over where the train station is, so I didn't see any use of a signal box being over there where there's not going to be any signals. This is where the signals would be, along with your point switches would be in there as well. So I figured that would actually make sense to put it somewhere over here, and that's probably the best spot I've got to put it actually. So I glued it there, and because it faces that way I didn't bother fixing the light that's in it. I just took the wire off. If the windows faced my way, or faced frontwards, I would have probably illuminated it. Some funky trees here as well. I got lots and lots of trees. I'm pretty certain that I'm going to have quite a lot of stuff left over. Of course, I will just keep a handful of bits for spares in case anything gets broken on this. Highly likely with these two and me. I'm just as clumsy. I don't know if my cable is actually going to reach to where I want to put the camera. That's not going to help because I had traffic cones stuck on it. Yeah, I've been looking for some houses as well. I've got plenty of different buildings, just not many houses, so I can't really make up a street the way I want. So let's just put you there. Let's try and get you. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get, unfortunately. Oh, yep, I've just knocked into another telegraph pole. There we go, stood it back up. Okay. I don't think I'll find a pencil. I forgot to bring a pencil through. Let's get the ladder set up. Actually, I don't think I'm going to need a pencil. I know I'm off camera at the minute. I don't know why, but my ladders are wobbling. I think I might got a bit bent. Have I got just like a small flathead screwdriver or something at hand? Just so I can like pop it up in the ceiling just to make a little mark. Yep, that'll do the trick. Now what I do like about these LED fittings, they are quite light. So they're fairly easy to do. And what I want to do is to try and get the back end, my end basically, as close in line with that one as possible and as straight as possible. So I'm going to want this somewhere here, aren't I? That's too far that way, it's got to be somewhere there. And if I do that, I can see that mark. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one screw in, and then I can make sure it's straight and go and do the one up the other end. I'll have to move you guys so you can see me. I haven't put the screwdriver bit in me. Do that. Not that good, is it? Took me 3 days to find the charger for that. After 3 days I actually finally remembered where I put it. Right. And I bought a new pack of fixings as well. I've got a bunch of older ones here too. Seriously. Cut the top off, look. But it didn't open the bloody bag. Oh, come on. So I could just jump down here, you know, for a few seconds, just grab what I needed, jump back up there. Nope. Screws had other ideas. Here it is. Now the problem is, I haven't got any safety glasses on, have I? So I'm going to get a face full of shit. guess what? Yeah, I thought I'd do it. That's on a batten. Not to worry. No, I want the longer ones than that from going into the batten. No. Now, problem is I don't know which way the battens run. This is what I could actually do with an extra pair of hands, to be honest. And perhaps screws with a bigger head might be a good idea as well. I'll have to put one in there actually. Whoa! It's actually up there quite straight. You can see how I just stuck it up there and went. I mean, essentially I could just leave it as it is. I'm not going to though, I am going to put another screw up there. Now, do the battens run that way? Or do they run that way? I don't know. I might just have a go at just bunging a screw up there and see if I hit wood again. As you just see at the top of my head, aren't you, at the minute? Right. So, you grab another screw. I will move you, I haven't forgotten. Tripping over the ladder. Good. Make sure it's nice and straight. Straight-ish. Straighter than the other one. I think that one did spin, so I might have to put doodah in there. But at least doing this, I can actually mark where the holes have got to go for them. I don't know where the safety squids are at the minute. I've got some. Well, that one's got in okay. Oh, yeah, it's not going to come off. Yeah, that's what plugs into the light and whatnot. You hook those on so when you're servicing it you don't drop it on your head. Right, now I'm going to back up the other end, just put one more up there. Pardon me. Excuse me. Right. Ooh. Okay. We go there with it, I think. Yeah, that one would need a plug. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right. Now I'll just worry about getting it all connected up later. Yeah, actually I could do it now. Sure, might as well. Let me just grab the flex. Right, I've got the flex. Do I have... Yes, I do have a sharp implement as well. It's all I do. No, it's not. Because the wire strippers I need are over there and I can't reach them. Typically, can I grab some? Oh hell! Got one. Got some snippety snips. Right. Up the ladder. You can still only just see me head. Right. So I'm going to drop that down there, and that got to go free. I think I should have a rubber grommet on there, really. Right, so I just got to get this bit done. Typical. A little bit there didn't. There's someone driving around town. He's got a siren on the car and they shouldn't have it. When coppers see him, they will have something to say about it. Right. Should be able to get to that from here, then I can just put the light fitting back on, then this bit is done. I'm not going to connect it to that, so it's going to take time to clear all of this and whatnot. Alright, I need to start with blue. Blue is neutral. Push that down. Push that in, let go of it. There we go. And the same with earth. Oh. No, earth didn't go in. Got it that time. There we go. Might actually go and get some rubber grommets to put in that end, because otherwise that's going to chafe on that. So if the weather holds, I'll have to go to Roy's and go and get some. Right, I can't quite reach the bloody light fitting from here. Make sure I get this on the right way as well, because the connections are on one end. Be alright if they're right in the middle, but the right, so that is supposed to hook on that, right? It'll be something like that. Now I've got to hook the other one up, and I'll hold that, and I can plug all the wires in and just clip it on. It should be as easy as that. Should be as easy as that. Yeah, here's the other one. We'll try and get that one hooked on, shall we? You've probably got a very good view of the back of my head at the minute. Come on, get on there. There we go. That. Go that way round. And that is your ground wire. just got to get all of this tucked up in there. Get it all lined up. Okay, that end is on. I'll back up the other end now. I think I might have to disappear off camera just for a few. Like that. Job done. What I've got to do is put that grommet in this far end where I am and run the flex to the other end. I'm going to do that today. I don't think I have any rubber grommets. But I think I will just grab the pot and just double check. I'd rather double check before I go out and pardon me, spend money. I know I've got some in the toolbox over at Mum's in the workshop, but it's going to cost me more in fuel to go over there and get them. But if I do have any grommets at all, they're going to be in here. I've got something here that might work. No, I think I'm just going to go and get some proper grommets. I'll keep that out for the model railway actually. It's proven to be quite useful for this. No. I think those are a bit big. That's alright, I'll just whiz across to Roy's this afternoon and go and get some. Oh no, they're screws. They don't go in here, they go in the pot screws. Right, I'll put that back in the cupboard in a minute. Right then, just mop my forehead again. I might just go for a little wander. But yeah, by next video this will all be connected. Way more flex than I need. I should just be able to clip that straight across to there. Then go in the right. I hope. Well, yeah, I know 10 metres is overkill, but that's all I could get in the shop. I'm going to have to sort of try and just tuck that cable out of the way, I think, just for the time being. Worked up a sweat doing that. Not that bloody hot in here, surely. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching everyone. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Any comments and questions in the comments down below. And of course, you may want to subscribe. It's free to do so, and it allows you to follow the channel, and every time I upload a video, you should get a notification. Especially if you hit the little notification bell when you do subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.